be talking about wisdom for handling your marriage. Wisdom for handling your marriage. What was the one we spoke about in the first service? Wisdom for getting marriage right. But this one, assume that you have gotten this right by the grace of God. So I will now be talking about wisdom to handle what you have gotten right. Please note this. Getting married right is not enough. You must know how to handle what you have gotten right. In fact, listen to this. Foundation of marriage is just 25%. How many percent? You want successful marriage? Choose right. Choice making. When you choose right, you have gotten the continuous assessment. How many percent? 25%. That 25% is huge. It's huge. So foundation is 25%. Preparation is 25%. Making how many percent? So before you enter into marriage, you're supposed to have gotten your 50%. That's why we that are counselors, we that are pastors, we know marriage that will not work even before they step into it. We know it will not work. We try to warn, we try to shout, but if you insist, we know that your preparation is not right, your choice making is not okay. So we try to warn you, but we don't have power because you are adult. We don't have power to stop you. We can delay you. When your pastor is saying, go and pray again. Go and pray. Have you prayed? Say, I pray. So go and pray again. He didn't want to use all the mouth. Because one of the most difficult people to counsel in life are the people that are in love. When they are in love, no matter what you are saying, I think the only thing we can do for you is for us to pray. That for God to open your eyes. So 25% choice making, 25%, I call it 25% foundation, 25% preparation, then 25% relationship building. Relationship. When you are married, you pursue the rest of 50%. Unfortunately, when you are not building relationship, they can even destroy 25%, 50% that you have gotten right. So to have 100% married, I wrote a book about 100% married. Do I have it here? You can get what I'm talking about there. Yes, it's here. 100% marriage. So get 100% marriage. What is the mathematics? The continual assessment is what? 25% foundation, 25% preparation, 25% relationship building, then 25% management. 25% management. Relationship building is what I will be focusing here. I've tried to talk a little bit about foundation in the first service. Normally, I can spend 2-3 days only. Talking about foundation alone. 2-3 days. I wrote 5 books about foundation. There's a book I wrote, Solid Foundation, Solid Marriage. 32 guys and ladies you must never marry. 32 ways to know true love. I don't know whether we came with some of those books. 32 ways to know true love. Go and lay your hand on all those books and settle down. You are privileged. You are in the era of knowledge. So you are not permitted to fail. You are not permitted. You are not permitted. So relationship building is learning how to connect after you have made your choice. Many people do not know how to connect. So immediately they get married, they start taking each other for granted. Even the one they got during preparation, they destroy it. Then the last one is management. You learn to manage money. Yes, this is the book. 32 guys and ladies you must never marry. Please release it for all the youth and single for 2,000 naira. Release it for them. Every youth, go and get it. 32 guys and ladies you must never marry. You will be able to know them. So when you see them, you will flee. God Almighty will be with you. Proverbs 14:1. Proverbs 14:1. The Bible says, I've taught you Proverbs 4:11. Proverbs 4:11. Proverbs 4:11. Now, shall we read it together? I've taught thee, shall we read it together? I've taught thee in the way of wisdom, and I've led thee in the right path. That is to say, there are wrong paths. Proverbs 14:11 now. Proverbs 4:14:1 now. 14:1. Shall we read it together? Every wise man, every wise woman buildeth a house, but the foolish plucketh it down with their own hand. Then Proverbs 4:7. Proverbs 4:7. Shall we read it together? Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Proverbs 9:9. Proverbs 9:9. Shall we read it together? Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. Now listen to me. No matter the age of your marriage, there is a yet wiser level. There is what? Yet wiser level. This evening, we are taking you to the yet wiser level. Come with your wife, come with your husband, come with your friends in town. We are going to do things you have never seen before since you have gotten married. We are going to teach you, we are going to dance. We are going to sing Olomi, Oni Temi. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, olólùfẹ́. Ojú kan sálàdá ni, lọ́lá Olúwa, kò sóhun tí ó yà wá, tọkọtaya ẹ má jà o. Táyà tọkọ ẹ má jà o, nítorí olùrànlọ́wọ́, olùrànlọ́wọ́ lẹ jẹ́ fúnra wa, olùrànlọ́wọ́ la jẹ́. We are going to sing, I need you. Sing like choir, maybe you help me. I need you, you need me. We all are part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. We all are part of God's body. It is His will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are my oxygen. I need you to survive. I pray for you. Hey, you pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I want you with the words of my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. You see, if you know the value of a spouse in your life, you will keep your own jealously. You will keep your own jealously. If you know the value, just imagine your husband without, just your life. Imagine your life without your husband for a minute. At times we don't value what we have. How many of us have ever thanked God, Lord, thank you for oxygen? How many of us? We take it for granted. We take it for granted. You know, anything we have, at times they even become a burden to us. Some of you girls, you will look at the mirror, you will see yourself. What you see here, you don't like it. It's either it's too small or it's too big. Ungrateful people. Ungrateful people. Can you imagine at your age, nothing did not shoot up? Nothing there. Nothing there. It's just like my own. The difference point is more than prayer point. Anytime you are writing prayer point, what are you going to write? Is that thing. Is that thing. Wait, you can open your chest and nothing is in it. Will you feel like a woman? No. In fact, it was a concern to the Bible. It was a concern in the Bible. Song of Solomon chapter 8 verse 8. Let me show you. It's a concern. Maybe you didn't see it in the Bible. Song of Solomon 8:8. Studios, show it to me. Shall we read it? We have a little sister and she has no breast. What shall we do for our sister? In the day she wants to get married, she has no breast. So the prayer point of those brothers, in fact, all of them went to redemption camp to pray for her. Can you wave your hand and say, Lord, thank you? Sister, say thank you. Either big or small, I thank you. I appreciate. Somebody shout hallelujah. And that's how it is, even with your spouse. Somebody that is 39, 40, without anybody, say, God, just anybody. But you that you got married at the age of 27, 28, say, who is he? He's too tall, he's too dark. Yes. Some of us are seeing our wife as if they are not beautiful. Brother, if your wife is no more beautiful, you need to change your googles. Your glasses has expired. It has expired. So that you can see clearly. You are not seeing well. You are not seeing well. I look at my wife and say, this is the most beautiful girl in the world. And that's how I feel inside of me. That's how I feel. So what you need to make your marriage work is wisdom. True wisdom, Proverbs 24, verse 3. True wisdom is a house builded, and by understanding, it is not through nagging. It is not through fighting. It is not through competition. It is not through cursing. It is not through strike action. NLC, Nigerian Labour Congress, in your bedroom. Every time strike. It's not like that. It's true wisdom. I will be talking about that aspect in the night. I cannot be talking now. I'm a born-again child of God. In the night, you will doubt my salvation. When we get to husband and wife then, you will doubt. We say, Pastor, born again by. That's why it's only for the married. It will be too romantic for the singles. So everybody, you will soon join us. You will join us so that, but not for tonight. So every married person in the house, you must come around with your wife, with your husband. There'll be time to dance. There'll be time to carry your wife on your leg. It is that serious. There'll be time to carry your girl. We call you queen catcher. What do I call it? You catch the queen. I want somebody to say this will be serious. So go and prepare yourself. 4 p.m. Please, you are permitted to invite as many people as possible. True wisdom is a house builded, and by understanding. So building a marriage involves what? What does it need? Shouting, fighting. What does it need? It does not involve reporting your husband around. You have reported you have become a reporter. And stupidly, people you are reporting to, their marriage is even worse than your own. But they are wiser than you by keeping their mouth shut. They are wise. They are wise. Let me tell you, anybody you are reporting your wife or your husband to will begin to have dominion over you. They begin to control your life. They begin to control your life. When I got married, an uncle of mine called me, Bisi, setija. Muni ijawe. Okwatijawo manja now. Tebatija, what's off me? And thank God it's about 24 years now. I've not gotten to him to report. This is somebody that's a divorcee. Want to be my own mentor. Yes. And that is it. Please listen to this. All you need is what? Wisdom. Guess, boys, before you go into marriage, wisdom. You must pass through premarital training. Hey, they told us something that's very serious. They said before you get married, you must have read 20 books on marriage. 20 books. If you don't read up to that, you will have good marriage, bad marriage, but you can never have great marriage. There are 3 kinds of marriages. Which one is the first one? Bad marriage. The second one, good marriage. Which one do you want? Great marriage. If you don't know nothing about marriage, you can go ahead and have bad marriage. If you know little, you have good marriage. If you want a great marriage, effort, you must have read 20 books. Thank God we have a lot of books there. You will now see that. Sister, all those complaints will just end when you know what to do. All those complaints will just end. In a good marriage, we stand in unity. In a bad marriage, we stand in disunity. But what about great marriage? We stand in intimacy. In bad marriage, we stand in sorrow. In good marriage, we stand in peace. In great marriage, we stand in joy. So peace is not enough for marriage. You need joy. Unity is not enough. You need intimacy. You can be holding hand and you are not holding heart. You can be holding hand. My people normally say, Ijebu dobale, inu e loso. You think he's prostrating like this, but before he's doing like this. That is how marriage is. Last week, they brought a pastor to my office. Very loving pastor. Very good husband. Very good wife. Preaching marriage, papa. Doing a lot of things. And the wife never knew that he has impregnated somebody 5 years ago. And the baby is now 5-year-old. And nobody knew. So when the wife got to know, she ran mad. You see, if you have been checking, if you have been having a glimpse, it won't pain you so much. Am I correct? But somebody that preaches holiness, preaches righteousness, preaches marriage, hug his wife in the presence of the church and kiss his wife. This is my baby. This is my baby. And suddenly a baby came from nowhere. A baby came from nowhere. If I was the woman would do like, she didn't know what to call me. She said, Daddy, should I call you daddy, uncle, or pastor? I said, which one? Anyone. I'm talking. Just about a week ago. They just brought the DNA result to my office on Thursday to confirm it. So we have to be doing trauma healing for the woman. Trauma healing. And they were standing in unity. But they were not standing in intimacy. So in the night, we're not talking about unity. We're talking about intimacy. We're not talking about peace. I don't want peace. It's not about peace. What do we want? Joy. Is there no peace in Nigeria? There's peace. But do you have joy? Do you have joy? There's peace. Nobody is double crossing Akure Road. Nobody is double crossing us. Nobody is killing us. Soldiers are not there to kill anybody. There's peace, but there's no joy. Everybody is in pain. You know it. You know it. You know it. And that's what marriages is all about. So in the night, we're going to be sitting down. I will not be preaching like this. We're going to be doing book work. So all married people, if you are in the house, get this book. We are going to be using one of these books, 42 Rules to a Successful Marriage. So make sure you get the 2 books. Then you will get this one. Husband and wife, we used this one yesterday. 8 desperate need of your wife. 8 desperate need of your husband. What is number 1 desperate need of a woman in marriage, of a man in marriage? Respect. Respect. Number 1 need of a man in marriage is what? Respect. Number 1 need of a woman is what? Protection. It's not love. It's not money. Number 1 need is what? Protect. When I've never seen a woman that does not want to be protected. Even at time when you want to cross the road, when you hold her hand and you do like this, she just lean on you at the age of 52. No woman can grow beyond age 16 romantically. When they get to age 16, they stop growing. So when you see my mom now that will be 91 this year, and she dressed very well and say, Mama, you are looking beautiful. You say, oh, sure, mommy. Oh, sure, mommy. Who is talking? 16-year-old. 16-year-old. Early this year, I went to Shobo to go and see my mother-in-law, and she was having her birthday. So we snapped pictures, we posted it on Facebook. She was very happy. One way or the other, the thing got to my mom, that I snapped picture for about 3 weeks ago. I was with her in the bed and said, Pastor, October 15, only birthday me. Hey, ya photo, wa fi sórí afẹ́fẹ́. I was just thinking, this is the first time. What happened? Later I remember I did it for. I said, okay. I'm sorry, so please, let's pay attention to wisdom. Sister, you don't need to fight. In fact, you don't fight a man by winning. You don't win a man by winning him. You won't win a man. You don't fight a man to win him. Wisdom. And men are easy to even control. I mean control. Yes, sir. When you'll be in control. What do you want? Is that what you want? When you just get married, you'll be asking your husband, what should we cook? But when marriage gets to a stage, when you say, what should we cook? Anything. Anything. You have taken over. How many of the wives can relate with that? I say anything. You'll be wondering, but we have surrendered to you. We have surrendered to you. You know most at a stage you get to a stage you don't even ask, you don't cook anything, I will eat. Anything you cook, tomato things okuta, we will eat. Anything you said on the table. Anything you said on the table. Marriage is getting to intimacy level, it's getting to another realm. So, number 1 wisdom I want to give you today is cultivate effective communication habits. Do you want a great marriage? You need to talk. We call it Jojo rule. It's in the book. Jojo. And in the afternoon or in the evening, we're going to teach you how to talk. We call it intimate talking time, ITT. We're going to spend about 45 minutes doing it. I'm going to teach you, then you are going to sit down, just talking. For the first time, you will be discussing. You will not be talking. For the first time, you will open the doorway of your husband. You'll be able to open the door of his heart to get into his heart. You'll be able to know the need of each other. By the time we finish in the night, you are going to, people normally say, Pastor, after the program, how do you feel? You say, they always say, I feel as if we just got married. I've heard this over and over time. Over and over. So communication is the mother of every human relationship. What did I call it? Communication is the mother of all human relationships. So when communication stops, where communication stops is where the frustration will start. You can be talking and not communicating. You can be talking and not what? And not communicating. You can be talking and you are not communicating. You are not discussing. In discussion, we have what we call discourse. Intercourse is when two genitals come together. Discourse is when two souls come together. You open your mind. You are not afraid to pour out. But let me say this, women, above everything, you need to use the power of communication. It's one of the power God has given unto you. But many of you are using it wrongly. When you abuse your husband, when you shout on him, yeah, man, and you call yourself a man. You call yourself a man. Yeah, man. You know, he's not a man. It's a woman. Go and buy bra for him. It's not a man. You have used your communication habit wrongly. When we're growing up in the village in those days, we see our mother singing eulogy to our father. One sunara. How many of us can witness that before? They begin to praise our father. They begin to no matter what. If Obese didn't want to sing, will he sing for a man or a woman? Huh? Obese didn't want to hail somebody. Who is he likely going to hail between a man and a woman? Huh? He's a man. Hey, importer and exporter. Olówó tomato, oko pepper. Hey. And they'll be bringing that money. They're bringing that money. They're bringing that money. They are communicating to their destiny, to their mind, to their soul. And they'll be giving money without getting anything in return. Yes. So when you use communication right, you get marriage right. When you use it wrongly, you will be wrong in marriage. You will be wrong in marriage. Look at me. Move this one. Now look at me. Women, never ever call your husband in the middle of the night and wake him up. Ogbeni, wake up. That one woke up and said, what's the problem? He said, we need to talk. You have lost that discussion before you start. Wrong timing, wrong tone, wrong word. You have missed it. How come you don't know similar? How come you don't know? Kodigbo, money kodigbo, kodigba, and you go to nigba. You won't hear. How come all those stupid girls that are carrying men, they will talk to a whole IG, a whole general in the army, a whole head of custom, a whole managing director, a whole minister in the Kini, a whole general overseer. They will talk, and those people will bring out their checkbook. Yarian, you say you want 71 million. Okay, I put one on top. I give you 72. I put 72. And we write check. He said, make I open shop for you for Abuja and Dubai. I don't do it. Yarian, I could give you. They don't stress them. They don't shout on them. But if it's the wife, I know you will not give me. I know you will not give me. I know you will not give me. It's a prophecy. And he will not give you. It's a prophecy. It's a prophecy. But a man you place hand on the shoulder. Okay, Okomi, my husband. Even his face is already changing. His face is already changing. There's no way. Women, there is power in your word, there's power in your hand. Touch him. Talk into his heart through the window of his ears. He will listen to you. Not only that, you now want to kill a man. Pata, 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 pata. Know what you will do? You sit down, you place his head on your laps. You place his head on your lap, and you even remove his glasses, and you are playing with his nose. Ogben is already sleeping, no? Do you know that when you play the head, this is what Delilah did for Samson, no? And they said, is Samson mad? He's not mad, yo. It's your pure logic, yo. Play the head on his lap, on our laps. And when a man is placing leg on the lap of a woman like this, he will not be seeing the ceiling, no? Where will he be seen? This is where he will be seen, no? And you are playing with the nose, you are playing with the neck. There's power in the neck. There's power on, not be juju. There's power on the shoulder. It's touching the shoulder. The brain. When you do this one to a man, you have taken 4 of his 5 senses. Pastor, Mrs., are you hearing him, huh? 4 of his 5 senses. The one in the hearing, the one in the nose, the one in the eyes, the one in the plus including the brain. Also, then the neck is there connecting the nervous system, the spinal cord, everything you have taken over. The only song this man will be singing is, I have decided to love Celiana. I have decided to love Juliana. No turning back, no looking back. I have decided to love Juliana. Oh, kilo fegan. It's not about sex. It's not about sex. Delilah was not giving sex. Was giving wisdom. Many of you did not learn from Delilah because she killed your brother. But Delilah was not a bad girl at all. She laid down her life to fight for her people, her nation. If it was Deborah that did that one to Goliath, we'd be worshiping Deborah till today. So because she did it to our person, we became blinded to what we're supposed to learn there. And we hated Delilah. And we still hate her. Kilo shefuin. So onogbe. Kilo shefuin. So is it the one? And she didn't kill your brother. She only unlocked the head of your brother. So when you played the head on the lap, he was not talking. How do I kill you? Say, just remove the thing. Just remove the thing. I will kill you. I will just die. If your mother why you mother law. If you just die, just keep quick olododo. That's the power of communication. Sister, if you know how to talk well, you'll be in charge of the mind, the soul, and the spirit of your husband. People will think you use juju. Even if you use juju, juju will end. But this one cannot end. If you don't raise your voice when talking to a man and win him, you don't raise your voice. Please stop talking to your husband like the headmistress of the village. Village headmistress. Stop talking to your husband as if you are the mother. No. Stop talking to your husband as if he's your houseboy. No. Talk to him like a king. And the king in him will come out. And he will treat you like a queen. Talk to him like Mr. President. And he will treat you as a what? As the first lady. Can you see Tinubu wife stay by the Aso Rock door? Where o tu ti lọ? O tu ti mọ nǹkan yo? Do you think she will even sleep in Aso Rock that night? No, they will bundle her. Because she's not talking to a man, she's talking to an institution. She's talking to a nation. Your husband is a nation. You see what? When Esther did it well, the man said, what do you want? To the half of my kingdom. That will pay the half kingdom lower. What do you want? Power of women. The woman dressed nicely, despite fasting. She dressed well. There are some things, the way you even appear to your husband before you begin to talk matters. The same wrapper you were using from 71-year-old, 1913, it's the same you still the one you used in the kitchen, ogi, in the body. Some people will still use the same thing to it's the same thing you tie and you went to bed. They told me you went to Futa. Kilo sellers here. What went wrong with you? Somebody shout hallelujah. You see, when you are smart, no evil thing can happen to you. No evil thing. You will always win your husband forever. You don't need to fight. He will submit. I mean it. You don't confront a man. You don't confront my protocol. Come again. Let me show you. I want you to behave like a soldier. A soldier that want to fight, a boxer that want to fight. Aha. You negate. Oh. Oh, yes, you do like someone that want to fight. Come, this brother, come. Igele to say there. Come. Now, when the man is standing like this, you will be so stupid to confront him. You will be so stupid. You will be so stupid. Can you see the way he's standing? You don't confront. Do it that very, very well, my brother. Can you see the way he's standing? What are you supposed to do to a man? You just say, sweetheart, honey. What happened to the hand? Can you see the hand coming down by his hand? You don't need to fight a man. Touch him. He will touch you. He will open his pocket for you. You don't need to confront him. Hey, come back home. Come back home. Orowa, we need to talk. Maybe you want wahala, he will create it for you. But see the way I just look at his bia, my husband. Oh, come in here, my husband. Oh, come in here. You just see him coming down. Baby. He begins to behave like a baby. So you don't fight a man and win him. Has somebody learned something? One of the greatest things you can do, you can learn as a woman, learn how to use the power of talk, power of touch for your husband. Power of talk and power of what? Then power of look. Dress very well. Otolaso outing. Otolaso inting. No outing. In, out, in. When you are going out, dress up. When you are coming in, when you are inside, dress down. Am I talking to a woman in the house? The kind of dressing you will wear, your husband will be putting amala into his noses. Why you normally tie rapper? One fish any. Every time, rapper, every time. Rapper, you are looking nice now in church. Immediately you get back home, he's rapper. He's rapper. When you are going to bed, one in a place I was talking, and I said, you must have 90 as a woman. One woman said, I have 90. The husband said, Oni, 90. Only I have 90. I have 90. They were fighting. And they go, 90. In your corner, 90. Only I have 90. I moved closer to them. I said, which one is, why are you fighting? He said, I told my husband I have 90 nightgown. And he said I didn't have. But I have 4. The husband said, she doesn't have. I said, how come you said, I said, which one? He said, Ebile the picking of your 90. Money, which one? Only Ankara. Money Agbekoni, yeah. That's not 90. That's not 90, that's Agbeko. Is somebody learning something? You know, men are moved by what they see. You have to look nice. This kind of thing they are not teaching on in churches. That's why you are not learning. But now we are telling you in church for you to learn. The power of food, the power of what? The power of touch. I'm going to teach us in the evening very well because you will touch physically in the afternoon. You will be able to know. Look at Esther. Look at Delilah. Oh, look at Abigail. Look at all the way these women talk. And they all got their result. So number 1 is effective communication. Please, couples, learn to talk in time of peace and not wait for the time of war to talk. Most couples talk only in the time of war. When you demand sex from your wife and she refuses, then you begin to talk, begin to fight till daybreak. Have you ever sit down with your wife to talk about your sex life? You are not fighting. You can even be in the eatery, alone in one corner. We are going to do in the evening. You are going to ask your husband, are you sexually fulfilled? And the husband will answer, yes. If he says yes, then you will ask him, how do I improve? If he said no, and you kill how do I make you fulfill? For the first time, you will be talking about it. What about finances? How can I make you happy? The husband will ask the wife, how can and you will respond with sense, not with nonsense. Some people, they don't respond with, thank God. Pastor Bisi Loni Kimbere, Ayewa Oroshiwa. Then you begin to say nonsense. Look at the time you are normally coming home. Say time when padanie. Is that the time your mates normally come back home? If you talk to him like a tigress, he will respond like a tiger. But if you talk to him like a lover, the lover boy will come out. You know what? You can put your husband under your umbrella forever. That way, he will only do your bidding. He will only do your bidding. That's why the Bible says true wisdom is a house built, and by understanding it is established. True wisdom. It's not true nagging, sister. Women, have I spoken to you? Go back home. Be in charge of your home. You don't fight your mother-in-law and win your husband. Even if you hate your mother-in-law, you better let it be inside of your tummy. Don't allow your husband to know that you can't win. That man, that boy, is the first boyfriend of that woman. And we still love her. Till death. On the day of your wedding, he promised you that we abandon all women. He's a liar. That one, he never abandoned. In the corner of our heart, there is a palace for her. But you don't want to see her. You are finished. You are finished. Have you ever seen on the road, boy, small boy, and the mother? Do you normally say the way they normally do? Am I correct? You see them holding their mommy like this. Guests normally do it to us too. Yes. Our guests, They are always doing to us. My daughter will fight my wife forever. In fact, as they say, he said, I'm the inside chick. Said it. At times we come back and say, where is our husband? Say, he's our husband. Say, I'm the favorite wife. Say, when I get married, I will leave your husband for you. They be fighting. That one will say, hey, that's pneumonia. Is he lying? That's girl to daddy. But boy to mommy, to mothers. It's a fight forever. And you now came from nowhere. You now think you can separate old lovers. You are not wise. You are not wise. What are you supposed to do? Be in the middle of all of them, love them. You have not sent money to mommy. You have not sent money to mommy. You have not done things. Let's take care of mommy. Mommy is sick. I think we need to bring her to come and spend 2 weeks with us. Don't mind whatever the mother-in-law will come and nonsense will come and do. When you win your husband, the woman will be subdued. When you win your husband, he will be the one that will go, Mama, I don't want that. I don't want that. My mother is a choleric woman, very choleric. If she's talking gently, you will be hearing her at the marketplace. When we're younger. When my mother want to call you, the whole village will say, Mama, I think because they know that she can come and make trouble. Bisi! The whole village, him, your mommy is calling. Your mom is calling. That's your mother too. But when we got married, she's the best friend of my wife today. Because my wife is very wise to handle her well and handle me well. That I'm here today, she was the one that reprogrammed this thing for me. Because I said I won't be able to come again. Because my daughter what we call it yesterday, graduate validity service yesterday. She said, no. Call the pastor, let rearrange it. You can still go. Because she loved Bishop Adewale so much. Say we can still go. But we need to remove Friday or Saturday morning. She planned it. If she doesn't want me to come, I won't come. It is that powerful. Sister, you can be so powerful when you submit to your husband. Submission is not a bondage. It's actually a liberty for you to take control. That is it. It's an orijo. It's an expo from the Lord. To take over. Forget nonsense they are saying on Twitter. Mad people that are getting madder. And they are recruiting mad people too. When you submit to your husband, he will always listen to you. Communication. Right tone. Right word. Right what? Right timing. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 3. Please send your question now. Send your question to Slido. I will attend to them very shortly. Proverbs 14:3 says, let's read it together. In the mouth, say it to me now. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride. But what? In the lips of the wise shall preserve. The lip of the wise woman will preserve her. But the way you talk, people can see pride in your mouth. I know you will not hear. That's pride. Number 2, let there be mutual respect. Let there be what? Mutual respect. Respect your husband and honor your wife. It's like that in the Bible. Ephesians 5:33. Ephesians 5:33. Ephesians 5:33. Studio quickly. Our time is fast spent. Shall we read it together? 5:33. Shall we read it together? Nevertheless, let every one of you in what? In particular, do what? So love his wife, even as himself. And the wife, see that she does what? Reference. It's even more than respect. Reference your husband. Oh, my sweetheart in the house, if you are not yet married, listen to me. Don't marry somebody you can't submit to. If you are in the same school, you are in the same class, you are more brilliant than her, than him, and because of that you don't respect, it's not by fault. Don't marry him. If you are taller than her, you are richer than, you are taller than him, you are richer than him, you are better than him, and you want to marry him, You are going to submit all those things. If you want peace, my wife and I were in the same class, studying the same thing, in the same fellowship. When we graduated, she graduated with a first class. I won't tell you my own class. She was the best graduating student. I won't tell you my class. You know, sir? Okay. When she did ICANN, she cleared it. When I did my own 1-2 time, I said, no, I'm a shatter pastor. I'm not a shatter pastor. I'm not a shatter. Let me not be a shatter pastor, Joe. But she submitted. She submitted. She will always say, I'm a shattered accountant at work. I'm a shattered wife at home. That's why she's in control. If she doesn't want you beside me, you are finished. I talk to people that work with me. You will only remember me, but you finish. Yes, you will get out of my life. You will get out of my life. Because she worked for it. She went out to do it. In submission, in respect. Don't just submit to your husband, but do what? Respect him. There's a difference between respect and the submission. Look at me. There's a difference between, can you get me one chair there? There's a difference between respect and submission. Get me one chair. Get me one chair. Look at this. Look at this lady. If I say, now look at her. I said, girl, carry this chair and put it on your head. I said, carry it. I'm your pastor. I will deal with you. I said, carry it. I can carry it now. Carry it on your head. What has she done? She has submitted. Put it down. I said, carry that thing now on your head. Yes, sir. It's a privilege. Carrying this chair for you. What is this? Respect and what? And submission. So you can be submissive and not be respectful. Are you married or single? Single. Come. Is it single or married? Single. Let me give you good husband now. Oh, yeah, bring your hand. You will marry well. Your husband will take care of you. You will marry a Boaz. In Jesus' mighty name. Submission. And a lot of wives who are even submitting, they are grudgingly submitting. No respect. No respect. Then husband, 1 Peter 3:7. 1 Peter 3:7. 1 Peter 3:7. What is it? Likewise, ye husband. Look at this. Ye husband, do what? Dwell with them according. Doing what? Giving honor unto the wife as a what? As a weaker vessel. Can I get this? Oh, this is not a glass. Let's pretend it's a glass. This jug. Let's pretend it's a glass. Likewise, ye husband, do what? Dwell with them according to knowledge. Giving what? Honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. Now look at this. We are assuming that this is glass. Now, knowledge is, this is glass. Now look at me. I want to drop this thing. I just went, what? Leave me alone, dog. But this is a glass. If I want to carry it, I will honor it. Because it is breakable. Every woman is breakable. That's why we call them female. Male that has feelings. Ordinary work can break her. Ordinary not showing up can break her. Ordinary not telling her that you are looking beautiful can break her. When she dresses up and you look at her, baby, you are looking nice. You have made her day. You have made her day. Oh, baby, you are looking at somebody dresses up. A woman will dress up instead of going to take mirror. What will she do? She go to her husband. What's the mirror? But when she's going now, she will go to the husband. See that? How do I look? How many times will your husband ever ask you something like that? We don't care. And because we don't ask, a lot of men do not know that you need to appreciate the one that asks. So when she asks you, how do I look? You look at her. Please close your mouth shut. Just ignore her. Let her go. But for you to now say, you kill her. She may not recover from it in 30 years. Walk with them according to knowledge. But when you look at her and say, baby, you are looking kinky. I told you not to be dressing like this on Monday morning again. Say, why should I not dress like that? If I grab you like this Monday morning, you won't go to work in it. You are just too. That day in the office, this is how she will be working throughout. You have made that day. You have made that day. No matter how many men that say you are looking beautiful, it's a secondary thing. But if it's a colleague that are telling her that she's beautiful, very soon they will be sleeping with her. Because you are foolish. You didn't honor her. Every man in the house receive grace to honor your wife. Please, honor does not mean she's older than you, she's better than you. Honor simply means she's in a particular office that you need to honor. Am I talking to somebody? I said yesterday, if the governor of this state enter into this place, what are we going to do? We're going to honor her. Men, receive grace to honor your wife. Let me pick one more. Let me see the one. Oh, resolve conflict with wisdom. Resolve conflict with wisdom. Stop shouting on each other. Learn to resolve conflict in a healthy way. Conflict is not bad in marriage. It's not bad. What is bad is crisis. When you see the temperature of your baby is high, that is conflict. Then what will you do? It may be just removing the clothes. It may be stepping sponge. It may be anything. But if you refuse to do anything, the baby cannot have a convulsion. That is crisis. When problem is brewing in your marriage and you ignore it, little by little, it turns to crisis. Now, that's why we normally tell married people, kill the rabbit. What do we call it? Every day, kill the rabbit in your marriage. Kill what? The rabbit. What does it mean? If you have 2 rabbits, 1 male, 1 female, or 1 male, 1 female rabbit that is pregnant, and you put it in a church like this, in an auditorium like this, as big as this, a rabbit has the ability, can give birth to 10 babies at a time. How many? Let's assume that all of them are female. After 6 months, they all become pregnant. And they all give back to 10. We had 11 before. 11 multiplied by 10. Making how many? 110. In the next 6 months, all of them become pregnant. And give back to 10. 110 multiplied by 10. 1,100. In the next 6 months, they became pregnant. And we didn't kill any one of them. 1,000. How many now? 11,000. They became pregnant again. They gave back to 10. How many will they become? 110,000. Then in another 6 months, it become 1.1. In another 6 months, 11 million. Can we put 11 million rabbits inside this room? When we had one, we didn't kill it. Then it started praying. It got to a stage, the place will not be able to accommodate us. That's when separation takes place. The house will not be able to take you again. And in the beginning, it may just killing the rabbit as you're coming. I'm sorry. Yahweh, Mabino. Just that. I was wrong. You killed the rabbit. You killed the rabbit. Sister, don't go to bed when you know that the rabbit is still alive. Wake him up. Wake him up. Eat your rabbit by killing your pride. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Instead of saying, what we call it plastic apology. What do we call it? But when you are sincere, you own up. You resolve conflict in your marriage. Lastly, play by the rule. That's what we are talking about in the evening. Play by what? By rules. Play by the rule. That's the book of Play by the rule. That's Galatians chapter 6 verse 16. I love this scripture. Galatians 6:16. And I want everybody to look at it before we rise up. Look at it. Look at it. Have you seen it? Can we read it together? As many people as are walking according to this rule, what will happen to them? Peace be unto them. And mercy of God will cover them, because they will be treated as the Israel of God. But the key is, you must walk according to the rule. Everything walk by rule. This microphone walk by rule. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Why are you no more hearing me? I'm not using the rule. I turned the microphone down. Just that. Just that. Let remove wire from this speaker. No matter the anointing of God upon your head. You won't hear again. Positive must not go to negative. You know what to do. Rule. Likewise in marriage, play according to rules. As many as are walking according to the rule. If we treat this microphone like very well in China, it will work. If we treat it well in Ghana, it will work. If you go into the moon to treat it well, it will work. If a fool carry it, it will work. Baby, if they treat it well, it will work. All the machine we are using, if we treat them according to their rule, manufacturer manual, it will work. But if we make that mistake and not working according, brethren, the reason why your marriage is having trouble is because you are not working according to the rule. Rule number 1 is manufacturer rule. What does the law say? The owner of marriage. Rule number 2 is inner machine rule. Your thinking. How do you think? How are you thinking about your husband? When you are thinking I mismarried, truly you are right. You are right. If you think your husband is handsome, you are right. If you think your husband is stubborn, you are right. You're thinking about marriage, you're thinking about law. Rule number 4, spiritual warfare rule. Spiritual warfare rule is another one. Another one is the one we call Rule 222. Rule 222. I will be talking about that in the afternoon. Another one is merchant rule. Merchant rule. What are you bringing on the table? What are you bringing on the table? If you get to the marketplace now, you see people that are selling yam. Some of them will go to Benue to go and bring yam. Am I correct? They are merchant. We pay them, but they bring something on the table. What are you bringing on the table? You have to bring joy on the table. You have to bring love on the table. You have to bring organization on the table. You have to bring communication on the table. You have to bring apology on the table. You have to bring conflict management on the table. You have to bring sex on the table. You have to bring romance on the table. You have to bring touching on the table. Another one is THHK. 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 What does it mean? Touching, holding, hugging, and kissing. Touching, holding, hugging, and kissing. That alone will take your marriage to the next level. But African husband and wife will never touch each other. They can't touch. They can't touch you. Even at times your husband wants to touch you, and italawa. Ara uko. We just turned everything upside down. Bush girl. Your husband must not touch you. If your husband mistakenly touches you like this, even in the room, is the thing for decoration. Is it for decoration? Is it for decoration? I will talk in the evening. I will talk. So please, everybody, you will see all the rules I've just mentioned here. Jojo rule, you will see it there. Jojo. THK mean teach me touching, H mean holding, H mean hugging, K mean kissing. In a marriage where we hold, hug, touch, kiss regularly, devil will be defeated. I mean it. Anytime you are together, your hand is on each other. Anytime you are together, you place the head of your husband on your lap. Maybe you remember that one. Yes. You place the hand of your husband on your. At times you don't hold his hand. You cannot hold his hand and will be thinking about another girl. You cannot be holding his hand and he will be cursing you. Try to hug on somebody and try to curse the person. It's impossible. You hug. It's not possible. Rise up on your feet. Is somebody blessed at all? Are you blessed at all?